guys, welcome back to Queenie's Kitchen. Hope you have all been keeping well and enjoying your summer, knowing that we are kind of like off lockdown. You can get to do more stuff. So I know the barbecue is going on, the partying if you can, and you know you're thoroughly going to enjoy yourself while doing it safely. So today I'm going to cook you a party favorite from most African household, and also, you know, for people who just love trying different variety of food. So today this recipe is going to be Nigerian smoked chicken stew, but I'm going to be using in my stew turkey gizzard. I love turkey gizzard cooked down with tomato, so I'm going to be adding that to my chicken stew. So in this recipe, guys, I'm going to be using spinach, which is frozen, but you know you can go ahead and use the fresh one, which is optional. So if you're like me, you haven't got the fresh one, but you always have some frozen one on you know, on hold waiting in the fridge, you can go on and use your frozen spinach. I'm going to be using some okra in my recipe. Also, I'm going to be using red bell pepper. Yes, I'm going to be using Scotch bonnet pepper. I like my stew very hot. Also, I'm going to be using tomato puree for this recipe. I'm going to be using 3 white onion medium size, my canned tomatoes, they're right there, some garlic granules. I'm also going to be using this seasoning that my friend introduced me to. It's very nice. You can use it instead of the stock powder or the chicken stock cube. So for our dish, the main ingredients, guys, is going to be our smoked chicken. Now I bought the smoked chicken whole, and I, you know, nicely asked the butcher to chop it for me, medium size. So he went ahead and he did it for me. So my smoked chicken is there, washing nice. And at this point, I don't really normally season my smoked chicken. Smoked chicken already have that nice smoky taste and that nice flavor, so you really don't need to season it at all, unlike if you're using a fresh chicken. So the chicken is going to just be put into my stew when it's time. Gizzard now needs to be cooked before the smoked chicken, so you have to boil it first, because the turkey gizzard does take a while to cook, so you can't really put both of them together in the stew at the same time. You have to go ahead and boil the turkey gizzard for at least 20 minutes first, and I'm doing so. So in the water boiling with the turkey gizzard is, I put some onion, scallion, pimento and hot pepper. So it's all boiling down to give my gizzard a head start in regards to flavoring, because the gizzard, trust me, take a while to absorb the flavor. So you know, I just go ahead and put some salt in it, a bit of my stock powder, pepper, pimento, scallion and onion, and as you know, salt to taste. So I'm going to leave this, guys, to boil for at least 20 minutes or so, and then I'm going to get back to it, test it, and start the process of my lovely delicious Nigerian smoked chicken stew. I'm going to check on my gizzard to see if it has cooked after that 20 minutes. So I'm going in now and I'm testing with the fork, and the fork went right into the gizzard. So I'm just going to take it over now to the chopping board to test it. And as you can see, guys, the pinkness has gone from our gizzard, so that's telling us that the gizzard is cooked. So now I'm satisfied that I can go on to the next step of this recipe, and that is where I'm going to start with the blending process of all my ingredients, such as the tomato, plum tomato, the red pepper, the onion, etc, etc. So guys, without further ado and etc, let's start blending. So I've gone ahead and I've cut my onions, my pepper, my onion, pepper, and also I have gone in and pour a bit of my chopped tomatoes, guys. So at this point I'm going to pour the rest of my chopped tomato, and for this recipe I will be using 2 cans of chopped tomatoes. And guys, you know what, I find it very easy, quick and simple to use chopped tomatoes to do this recipe, you know, but you can go ahead and use fresh tomatoes if you want. So if you're going to use fresh tomato, I think you'll probably need about 9 medium-sized tomatoes, but I'm a bit lazy, so I think that's the reason why I'm using my canned tomatoes, which I think is the same outcome anyway. So I'm pouring in the other one, guys, so that's the second chopped tomatoes. And the reason why I'm using 2 is because I'm not only using smoked chicken, I'm also using the gizzard. So I need the sauce to be nice and rich and also enough to eat with my pounded yam or fufu or even my jollof rice. So I have finished blending my stew, and I'm going to pour it into the already heated oil. And at this point, guys, you want to go in really slowly and be careful, okay? You can hear it sizzling, so you just slowly go in and pour your sauce in, which is going to be turned into a stew very soon after adding your smoked meat and your gizzard. So now I'm just going to go in and stir like so. And you want the tomato to boil down to a nice rich consistency before you start adding your smoked chicken and your gizzard. So I'm just going to give it about 10 minutes. Don't want it to boil down too much because I need my sauce to cover my gizzard and my smoked chicken. So I'm just going to leave it for a mere 10 minutes so it can combine together to a nice consistency. At this point, if you want, guys, and you need extra stew, extra sauce, you can just go in and add some water at this point. So now I'm just going to cover and leave it for about 10 minutes to boil. So guys, I've checked on my stew and it's boiling down to a nice consistency. So I've just added my gizzard first before the smoked chicken to my stew, and I'm stirring it in. Color is really nice and vibrant, guys. So now I'm going to add my chicken, my smoked chicken, to join Mr. Gizzard, and I'm just going to go. I'm going to go and drink it like so, because trust me, you don't want it to splash, because trust me, it is very hot. So just try and be careful when you're adding any form of meat to a boiling sauce, guys, okay? And just gently go in and put your chicken in. Remember, patience is a virtue. It's better to be slow and sure than be in an ace and get burned. Yeah, so I'm adding my chicken gradually. That's the last set. You want to stir it in so it's covered, it's well covered, ensuring that it will be cooked properly. So if it's not covered, then it's clear that you haven't got enough sauce to cook your chicken. and your gizzard, and you don't want that to happen. So you want your meat to submerge into your sauce and cook properly, okay? And at this point, I'm just going to go in with my tomato puree, and I'm using 100 grams. And I'm squeezing it exactly from the tube, guys. A bit more to go. Next, I'm going to go in with my veggie seasoning, seasoning, and as you can see, it has all different sorts in it: red onion, celery, pepper, carrots, all different types of seasoning in a dry format. So this is going to be really nice. I'm just going to pour it, use my discretion, and pour only 2 tablespoons, so I think that's about it. Then I'm going to go in with my powdered stock aroma, that's it. And then I'm going to go in also, and I need another 2 tablespoons of this into my sauce. And then we're going to stir it in. And then you want to add your salt to taste. So you're going to just use your discretion, guys, in regards to the salt. And remember not to put too much salt in this case, because the stock powder has salt in it, and also the vegetable seasoning has salt in it, okay? So you need to watch your salt intake. So I'm just going to stir now. And at this point, you can go in and taste, and also add anything else that you want to add, such as your sauce, powder stock, or puree. But because I love my garlic, I'm going to add a bit of garlic to my chicken stew. Garlic can be added to any recipe, guys, to make a stew, because garlic is good for you, and I like the taste of garlic. So I'll just add a bit of garlic into my stew, and I'm going to stir it in. The tomato is so powerful anyway, it will, you know, absorb the taste of the garlic, but I don't mind because I know that the garlic is there. So now I'm going to just cover, and we're going to leave this to cook for at least 30 minutes before checking back. So at this point, guys, if you have stayed this far with me in the video, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and comment, and most of all, subscribe. And I will see you in the next 30 minutes. Thank you. So hi guys, it's now 30 minutes into cooking my smoked chicken stew, and I'm checking in on it now. And as you can see, it has boiled down. The sauce has really boiled down to a nice consistency, and you can see the red flavor from the sauce and the oil, and also the tomato there, guys. It's coming out. So this is how I expected it to be, and I am really not disappointed. Hope you're not, because remember, this is my way of cooking my Nigerian stew. Now my brother cook his Nigerian stew different from me, and trust me, the kids, they like both of them. They are cooked different ways, but the kids, they like both of them, and my brother like mine's better than he does his, so that's a bit weird. So yeah, you know, my cooking of the Nigerian chicken stew may not resonate for everyone. So as I say, this is my version, and you know, we can all share our likes and dislikes in cooking. So guys, if this is not how you cook yours, that's fine, but this is how I cook mine. But then again, we can always learn from each other. That's what life is all about, learning. That is why one of my motto is caring is sharing, you know, and that is what I like when you guys make your comment. So this is how I do my stew, and right now I know it's halfway into cooking, and I'm just going to go in and add a bit of my all-purpose seasoning to my pot. I'm just going to go in with a sprinkle. I don't have to measure, I know exactly what I want. So I'm just going to go in with a 3.5 teaspoonful and a half. So 1.5 teaspoonful, okay guys? And I'm going to stir it in because it is already salted to taste and I like the flavor what I'm tasting right now. So I'm not going to be adding anything more except for my okra and also my spinach, and that is later on. So I'm just going to cover now guys. You can see the consistency coming up, right? And trust me, the smell is awesome. The smell is really nice. Yeah, it's thickening really good and rich. And I just want my gizzard and my chicken to get that nice red coloring before I add my okra and my spinach guys. So I'm just going to cover now, and while I'm doing so, I would like to send a big thank you for all my newly subscribers. I've been getting some subscribers since lately and I really do appreciate it. I've gotten some subscribers from my Instagram page guys, and I really like it. I'm Lisa Fab on Instagram, so you can go on and follow me, but trust me, I am so appreciative of my Instagram followers, you know, for subscribing to me on YouTube. So you can go ahead and do that. So if you want to have the link, just send me a comment. But thank you to my new subscribers, and trust me, loving you my old subscriber. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and God bless you for subscribing. Thank you guys so much because you inspire me and you keep me going. Alright guys, I'm going to check on my stew right now. Look at that red color, red orange color. That's what I like. So at this point I'm going to go in and I'm going to add my spinach, and this is 150 grams of spinach that I'm going to add to my smoked chicken stew. If you don't like spinach, you don't have to add it, but I love my spinach, and this also contribute to one of your fiber day. So ooh, I'm enjoying being naughty and nice. So my spinach is a nice bit. That's on my fiber day. So you just want to spread it out guys, because remember I'm using the frozen spinach in a cube or a ball shape, so you have to put it in and then spread it evenly over your stew. Okay, and remember this doesn't take long to cook, so we're going to leave it for about 5 minutes after adding my okra. And also the okra was frozen, and that doesn't take long either to cook. And that's 100 grams of okra guys that I've just put onto my stew. So now I'm going to stir it in. Make sure that your spinach is all laid out flat, meaning it's out of the ball format. And when you get to that, you just want to spread it all over and stir it in. It's not going to unfold by itself guys. You have to make sure you unfold the spinach with your spoon, or if you're using a fork, whichever. And when you see that it's nicely unfolded, then you're just going to cover again and let everything now simmer together for another 5 minutes. So guys, I'm about to check on my stew for the final time, and in total we can say our stew took 1 hour and 5 minutes to cook. And that's my version of the Nigerian smoked chicken stew with turkey, gizzard, spinach and okra. So my lovely subscribers and watchers and viewers, if you have enjoyed watching this video, please do remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't as yet. Like, share and comment. Now new subscribers that are still watching that haven't subscribed as yet, I'm calling you new because I know that you're going to subscribe. I know that one of these days I'm going to do something that will tickle your fancy and you would definitely subscribe. So this one, I hope I get quite a few subscribers for this, okay? Because I love my stew, and this is my version, and I hope you like it too. Hi, so hi guys, there you have it, my version of Nigerian smoked chicken stew with turkey gizzard topped with spinach, guys. I really do hope that you will go and try my recipe, and you can also share your recipe with me. Remember, sharing is caring. Also, guys, with my smoked chicken is a portion of curry and a bowl of water with lemon in it. So this is best enjoyed with your hands. So just tuck in with your hands, but make sure your hands is clean. Henceforth, you have your warm water with lemon waiting for you to wash your hands and tuck in. Guys, it was a pleasure doing this recipe for you. It was really asked about, sought after by friends and family. Keep sharing, liking, and sending me your comment, which is appreciated. And as you know, it's always one loss from Queen Lee's Kitchen. So until next time, God bless you guys. Bye.